Now, this story, I want to send a huge shout out to her name was, hold on, Heather M. We have Elizabeth W. We have Stacy L. And now we have Heather M. Now, I'm not going to say her email, obviously, but thank you so much, Heather M., for this story. Apparently, this is weird. Well, which it's not weird. The client part, we can see it. They've been kissing his ass for the past month and a half, something like that. But the king's illness. Okay, I'm down. Let's hear it. Whispers inside the corridors. Extraordinary alliance has formed between Buckingham Palace and these sympathetic media outlets. The aim, insiders claim, is twofold: rebuild the client's battered reputation while also carefully disguising the severity of King Charles's illness. Okay, now that's heavy. That's straight up Marty McFly, Back to the Future. That's heavy, right there. It would make sense. We'll give that a chance, right? Because you think about Charles, you think about all the actions that he's taken, where he's accepting the invitation for the secret summit, even though we all found out about it. He's accepting Harry to come, and he flew into London to meet the moron. That would make sense. So then the cancer is worse than we're being told. A sudden shift in tone across major publications. Well, we've seen that. The Daily Mail has just been licking his ass. Ugh. With headlines painting the client as a misunderstood exile. Yeah, right. Rather than a divisive figure. I don't know about divisive, but exile, self-imposed. If you're going to say that word, exile, self-imposed. Don't give me any of that crap. Quote, editors are running these softer Harry stories, and it's not by accident. There's a coordinated push to make him look less like the family's black sheep and more like a future statesman. I guess that throws the whole he represents himself out the window, right? People have said that Harry only represents himself. That throws that out the window. The public are almost told nothing about the king's cancer. I mean, that's not my problem. I don't really feel like I'm entitled to that kind of information. And I don't mean because I'm an American. I mean just in general. I don't feel that the public is entitled to that. The king has cancer. That's all we don't need to know anymore. I don't need to know the details, like it's in his pancreas or in his stomach. Maybe there's some people that they feel that way. Me personally, I don't. Only what the palace thinks they can handle. Behind closed doors, the prognosis is far serious than the brief statement suggests. He looks good. I don't know what they're talking about. He looks pretty good. I've seen him when he's like out in public. He doesn't look too sick. You would think that he would look more sick. Okay, sure. Quote, this is about legacy management, plain and simple, by keeping the client's image afloat. Okay, that's impossible. Okay, you could give him the Titanic and he would sink it by himself. He doesn't need an iceberg. Image afloat and downplaying Charles's frailty. They control the story for as long as possible. I'm going to say this and I'm going to end it right here. Nobody cares anymore. Honestly, we're making these videos for the niche. We're making these videos for the people that care. Normal people, they don't give a damn about Harry. Harry, we're all talking directly to you. You're useless now. Normal people have figured out you're a joke.